Tanja here. Hey, Facebook. Good morning. Welcome to Mindset Mastery Monday. It is Monday, the 3rd of December. Happy summer for those that are here in Australia. And if you're watching anywhere else in the world, which sometimes we have people globally tuning in, awesome, welcome. So my name is Tanja. If this is the first time you're tuning in, this is Mindset Mastery Monday, where every Monday I just share free peak performance principles or insights or training or resources to help you win the game of life and business. So welcome. We've just come off the back of 3 leadership events in 3 cities in 3 weeks with Inspiring Greatness. So if you're watching and you came to one of the events, you spoke at one of our events across Adelaide, Melbourne or Sydney, or you partnered and sponsored one of our events, we love you. Thank you for your partnership. Catherine was at Inspiring Greatness in Sydney. Good morning, Catherine. Welcome. Thanks for joining in on Mindset Mastery Monday. So I've caught up on some sleep, so I'm feeling pretty good. And yeah, good morning, darling. And really can't wait to be of service. When I was reflecting on what would I love to share today that would hopefully make a difference, I was thinking about, particularly if you're in real estate, that's kind of the space that I hang out in more. I was thinking about, we're coming mentally to the end of the year. G'day, Karen George, another friend that came to Inspiring Greatness. How are you two feeling after the training? Have you implemented anything from your 90-day strategy for success yet? So when planning Mindset Mastery Monday, I was thinking about you and thinking about what will make a difference to you between now and the end of the year, and also as you start preparing or gearing up for 2019. And here's what I want to say about real estate. You've got to know that you've put your hand up to work in an environment that's completely counterintuitive. What does that mean? Well, consider, as human beings, we love a number of things. We love certainty, security, instant validation, and instant gratification. Working on your plan this week. Good on you, Karen. Nice job. So we love all those things. And then there's this thing called real estate, which is uncertain and competitive, and it's a world of rejection. It's unbelievable, and it's going to propel you into this counterintuitive fight or flight mechanism that can have you be transactional and not relational, which means you'll be busy being busy and may not truly be of service and therefore achieve the results that you desire. Karen saying amazing, and yes, strategy is being or has been being executed. Good job. So what are the things that successful real estate agents or leaders or just successful people in business and life? Good morning, Simon, one of our great sponsors and supporters of Inspiring Greatness. Thank you, Champ, the CEO of Smarter Marketers, who helped us reach out to lots and lots of people online. Manos Vindakakis, another one of our speakers at Inspiring Greatness. People are just starting to wake up. Now things are happening. Sonia, g'day, good morning. It's lovely to have your energy. So I want to get straight into it because I'm conscious of starting on time, and I know people build their audience and everything, and that's fantastic, but I want to be of service and give you some stuff that you can just get started with your day right now. Kalimera, beautiful photo of you and Maria on Instagram this morning. Gorgeous. Good morning, Simon. Okay. So we're heading the tail end of 2018, and you could be in a number of places. You could be going strong and achieving, certainly if you're in the EView group, a personal best year. You could be doing okay, but no real growth on the previous year, or you could be really struggling. And so if you're listening to this, no matter where you are, I think there's going to be something here for you inside of the 7 habits of successful people, not to be confused with the seven habits of highly effective people by Stephen R. Covey. This is something different. Now, you may have heard these before, but repetition is a good thing. So I'd invite you to listen to which habit could I adopt that I never have before, g'day Duke, or that I've never tried. Which one could I adopt, and start to really practice this muscle so you can enter 2019 with great focus and great resilience, especially in these changing and challenging times. So Here we go. 7 habits of highly successful people. Number 1, be purpose orientated. Don't get busy being busy. Make sure that every single thing that you are doing is propelling you to fulfill on your vision or your why. You must be purpose orientated. This will give you direction. It will help you discern what actions to take and what not to take. It'll help you determine what to say yes or no to. So have you got a clear purpose? Have you got a clear why? Are you just busy being busy? G'day, Nicole Shenko. Or are you actually everything? I know Nicole Shenko is extremely on purpose. Good morning, Lloyd. Good morning, Penny. Everything that you must do needs to be fulfilling the direction that you're aiming for. Now, I'm not a fan of just being successful in one dimension of life. What is the point of having lots of money in the bank or successful in business if your relationship sucks, if you don't have a good connection with your kids, if your health is kaput, or you're not having fun? So for me, having a purpose-driven life is not just around business and money. Are you fulfilled in all areas of your life? What areas of your life have you neglected just to make a buck? What relationships have you let lay dormant just because you're busy? So check in. Successful people are very purposeful. Everything they do is about fulfilling a future that they're heading towards. And it makes it really easy to say no to lots of shiny, sexy distractions. So that's number 1. Number 2, start your day the right way. I've done a number of videos on this. This is critical. G'day, good morning, Peter. Lovely to have you here too. This one is critical. The most successful people on the planet have morning routines. I'm sure you've heard this before, especially in real estate. We hear it in many trainings. There is an amazing book. Have I got it handy? Yes, I do. In my trusty library. This is the best way I know how to start the day. There's Miracle Morning. It's by Hal Elrod. There's an acronym in here called SAVERS. Whether you do it for 6 minutes or 60 minutes, you do this practice every day, you are in the top 1% of entrepreneurial, innovative, game-changing, thought-smashing thinking. So SAVERS, which is silence, so meditation, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading or listening to podcasts, and scribing, having a gratitude journal. Now, if that sounds like too much for you, doing 6 things, whether it's 1 minute each or 10 minutes each, choose 3. If you were to do 3, I would encourage you to do meditation, exercise, and your gratitude journal. That is a recipe for success. Please don't enter 2019 dragging the weight of 2018. In fact, don't enter this day without really setting your intention and having a purposeful day. And for those that are tuning in and they're specifically in real estate, there is a real estate version as well. So you can just jump on the Miracle Morning website, get your copy. It is an amazing read and an incredible practice. So start your day the Savers way. Number 3, the third habit of really successful people is they embrace failure and they fail fast. Here's what they do, and I talked about this in the training recently. Successful people never collapse failure with being a failure. They never collapse, g'day Mel, I'm a failure with the mistakes that you make. They have this ability to go, oh, didn't win that game, failed at that, but what did I learn? This is not just relevant for real estate, this is relevant for life. Research shows that by the time we're 35 years of age, our subconscious mind is fully formed. Our neurological pathways, literally the protein threads that build the connection, the connectivity in our brain, good, thanks Mel for the smiley face, is set, and it's set on all of our opinions, judgments, beliefs, and points of view. And guess what? 95 to 98% of the hardwiring in our brain is negative. It's based on stuff that's happened in the past. It's based on failures. It's based on the crap we tell ourselves. I'm not thin enough, tall enough, successful enough, he's better than me, she's better than me, I'll never be this, I'm crap with money, I don't have enough money, whatever it is. From the moment you were 2, you started designing these beliefs. And from the age of 35, there's a whole network in here that's firing and charging off to have you feel consistent with your beliefs. So if you're not failing, consider you're not taking a risk, you're not playing a game. And the most successful people on the planet, you may have read this or heard this before, are the ones that have failed the most. As I said before, though, they just don't collapse failure with being a failure. They don't take anything personally. Number 4, yes, create your ideal daily routine. Now, you've heard of ideal weeks. You've heard of, setting your calendar up for success. I'm a huge fan of this. Again, don't fill it up with just things to do, your to-do list and work stuff. Put your savers activity in there. Put your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual elements in there. G'day, Coletta, is it Colala? Colalaloo? I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for joining. Have a routine in your day. G'day, Tiffany. G'day, Diane. What are the things, how do you start your day? What do you do in the morning? Now, we know specifically in real estate, most people do their calls and their follow-up calls in the morning, have a healthy lunch, or even do some exercise or walking, and you have your appointments in the afternoon. Please don't do what a lot of high achievers do, and they schedule their diary. So every single minute is scheduled. And so every single day they feel like a failure because they didn't get everything done on their list. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever done that? Have you ever had these grand plans of changing the world in, 24 hours and you got 3 things done and then you feel like crap? Don't do that. But have a set routine. Have a daily routine and a weekly routine. And if you're a principal or a leader, specifically in real estate, please make sure, I've got a sneeze coming, so if I'm going to pull a funny face, it's okay. Look for the light. It's going because I'm conscious of you. I like sneezing. And don't think that the first example of your ideal day or ideal week is going to be the best one. Test and measure, tweak and morph, get the recipe right for you once you've tried it. But I hear a lot of people say, I tried an ideal week and it doesn't work. No, it works. You just don't work with it. So having an ideal week is absolutely critical. Having a structured day is critical, but give yourself some flexibility. Please make sure you take the time to have breaks in there as well. Otherwise, your health and well-being will crash. Number 5, this one is directly connected to number 3, which was embrace failure. Listen, take risks. Tony Robbins says a lot that the key to happiness is progress. If we're not taking risks, if we're not doing new things, we are not growing. So you've got to take risks. You've got to do things new. You've got to try things out. And you're either learning and growing, or you're failing, or you're winning. Either way, it's a blessing. So take risks. What's one thing that you know could potentially grow you and your business that you've been thinking about through 2018 that you might want to implement for next year? Getting outside your comfort zone is where the growth really occurs, but you're not going to grow unless you're willing to take a risk. So I know a lot of you certainly that have tuned in. So no such thing as time management. There's only choice management. Well said, Manos. People say, how do I achieve work-life balance? There's no such thing as balance. If I think about balance, I see a mental scale, and I think it's got to be even, like 50% here and 50% there, and enter the guilt zone. Have you ever felt guilty that you're at work and you should be with the kids, and then you're with the kids and you should be at home? There's no such thing as balance. It's work-life integration. It's work-life blend. Sometimes you'll have to be in the office at 7 or 6 and you won't get out until 11, and then maybe the following week you can have 3 days off. But don't be hard on yourself to, as Manos says, manage your time or manage this work-life balance. The world is flat. You can click a button and be on the other side of the world talking to someone in a matter of seconds. So yeah, take a leaf out of Manos's book. There's no such thing as time management. There's only choice management. And I'll add to that too, Manos, give up work-life balance. Try on work-life blend. Yeah, Nicole's saying it's all about transitions. It is, but here's my invitation. Practice this one today. As you go about your day, practice being a moving meditation. I don't know about you, but have you ever been doing something and you're thinking about something else, or you fast forward like another 10 steps and you're already over there? This really robs us of being highly intuitive, of being fully effective, of completing things with deep potency. So be a moving meditation. And what does that mean? Well, when I'm here with you. And when I hang up, I'm going to go pour my cup of tea that I can't wait for because I haven't had one yet. And then I'm going to start refining what I'm doing today. I've pretty much prepared it and I'm going to get into action. And whatever action I'm doing that action. So be a moving meditation today and notice when you're in a moment, but your mind is wandering, and just bring it back. The difference that'll make to your physiology is quite extraordinary. It reduces stress. It deepens presence. And when we're more present, we're more potent. And when we're more potent, we're more powerful. So that's another one here. Number 6, build confidence in your abilities. So really successful people have a solid understanding of the difference between their skills and their wills or willingness. So as you're building your confidence, there's going to be some areas of life where you just lack skill. And so you want to have a plan or have a strategy to build those skills. Or if you don't want to build those skills, as Nicole's doing with her music entourage, she's bringing in masters in composing or different fields to help raise the end result of her products and what she's working on, which is a great album coming out soon. So skill. When you build confidence, you need to build your abilities. Do you have a clear understanding of what your skill gaps are? And have you got a strategy for yourself to develop it? Or have you secured or can you procure some resources to help you rise and thrive? You must also then be willing to consistently use those skills to be able to produce the results that successful people are producing on a consistent basis. So having the skill is one thing, but being willing to apply the skills that you're learning and do it consistently, I reckon that's the hardest thing. And if you're a leader listening to this, or I know a lot of you watch it later and you share this with your people, you really must, for your performance management planning or your personal development plans for your people for next year, please have a clear sense of what are the skills that they need to develop, and ask them to do an audit themselves. And then also ask them, are you willing to consistently apply those skills that you're learning so you can achieve your goals? And as we said, if you're in the eView group, help you achieve a personal best year after year. So building confidence in your abilities is a great way to achieve success, because as I said before, Tony Robbins says a lot, the key to happiness is progress. When we're growing, we're progressing. When progressing, we feel better and brighter than we did yesterday. And number 7, one of my favorites. Thanks, Simon, for all the likes and thumbs up. Number 7, my friends, is let go of the past. Honestly, the amount of people that hang on to the past and carry it through their day and then even forecast their future is going to be a replication of the past. This is the quickest way to siphon your mojo to produce great results. As I share this, check in with yourself. Is there anything from the past, a past business failure, a past relationship stuff up, a past mistake that you made that you're still beating yourself up for? That, oh, this is getting a lot, yes, far out. This is getting a lot of attention. So let me ask you this question. If you're doing that then, if you're beating yourself up, does it feel good? Yes or no? Send me an emoji to let me know. Does it feel good when you beat yourself up from the past? Yes or no? I know the answer. I do this work every day. It's no. I know it when I do it for myself. So, why don't we just have a bit of a kumbaya moment together on Facebook and Instagram this morning? Let me ask you this. If it's from the past and it cannot change anything, but it does influence who you are in the future, if it's not serving you anymore, can you give it up? Can you let it go? Can you just release the beast and create some space? And what is that? Yeah, Sonia's got a few emojis here. Honestly, stop looking in the rearview mirror. Stop comparing yourself to others. You can't do great work. You can't build a successful life when you've got one foot in the past and a whip cracking on your back. And if you're like me, you've done it, and you've done it more than once. Be your own cheerleader. Just cut that cord. And you know what? Start actually celebrating the success you've already achieved. can I be honest with you? Like, the fact that we're alive, no matter how many of you are on this call right now, you and I are here. You and I are breathing. You and I have fresh air. I'm about to go and have my favorite Earl Grey tea. My kids are walking to school and there's no bombs that are going off. I've got my little, Chelsea dog at my feet snoring. My husband's at work. There's fresh water. There's fresh food in my fridge. There is so much to be grateful for. And I know Manos is really big on this too, and Maria and Arthur in the team. The key to being successful is not fly fishing into the future when we have that car and that watch and that man or that woman or less kilos. It is being grateful for what we have now and showing up and doing our best and forgiving ourselves when we stuff up. And man, if you're not stuffing up, you're not taking a risk. Thanks, Sonia. So true, she says. Lots of emojis here. And finally, I said 7, but I'm going to add 8. Trust your gut. GUT is an acronym for give up thinking. It's your inner intuition. It's our inner teacher. It's our inner guide. Have you ever had a thought or a hunch or a feeling about doing or not doing something and you ignored it? Let me know. Send me a message. Send me an emoji. Send me a face. How was that? How did it go? Did it not go so well? That's because you didn't listen to your inner teacher and your inner guide. And he or she, thanks guys, lots of great reactions here. He or she knows best. Can't even speak this morning, even though I had sleep. So trust your gut. So in summary, 7 habits of highly effective people. Be purpose orientated. Don't just be busy being busy. Make sure everything you're doing is propelling you forward to having a successful life holistically, not just business, not just money, but in all areas of your life. 2, start your day the Saver's Way, the best way I know how to start the day. Get a copy of this book, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Absolute great read if you're going on holidays, or there is the real estate version of Well. Number 3, embrace failure and fail fast. If you're not stuffing up, you're not taking a risk. If you're not taking a risk, you're not growing. You're in the comfort zone. Potentially there's weeds growing around you. You might be safe and it's familiar territory, but how fulfilled are you? Number 4, create your ideal daily routine. Don't overpromise and underdeliver, because it'll zap your mojo, because you won't be being effective, and your body and your mind will know it, and then it will just feel crap about itself. Don't try to get it right first time, but have a routine. And I highly encourage you to do meditation in those times. So at least once, if not twice a day, as part of your routine. Eat healthy and make sure you exercise. And phone a friend, ring a family member, and break the state of just working. Number 5, take risk. Get out of your comfort zone. We talked about that one. Number 6, build confidence in your abilities. Discern where your skills are, and then ask yourself if you're willing to use them consistently so you can grow and evolve and achieve greater success, because you'll be able to add more value wherever you are. Number 7, let go of the past. Just drop that crap. Just cut that cord. Liberate yourself. Drop the whip and just start being grateful for the life you have and the wins you have. And a great tool for that is the 5-minute journal, which you can get as a printed book or a phone app as well. And number 8, one I threw in as I was preparing this morning: trust your gut. Give up thinking. Listen to your heart and honor it always, because he or she never lies. G'day Talia, thanks for joining. We're about to wrap up, but you can watch this later. Nicole, taking you with me in my heart today. Thanks, beautiful divine women. Right back at you. I love you. Go be a beautiful music muse that you are. Have a great day. Remember, your presence can either deflate or elevate people. Don't ignore those silent heroes that are cleaning the food courts, putting mail in your letterbox, cleaning the kitchen, or on the tarmac of the flights that you take. Make people feel great just by virtue of being in your presence. Look forward to seeing you for Mindset Mastery Monday next week. If you do have a question around how, or a challenge or an issue or concern that you're currently navigating and you could really use a raft, please DM me. Please write a comment. Let me know if this was useful. Tag somebody who you think might need to listen to one of these. Please, before we sign off, write down lots of beautiful emojis. Thanks, guys. Write down which one is the one you're going to practice today. Which one am I going to practice? I'm going to practice gratitude today. more than ever before. There's so much to be grateful for. So much love. Have a magic Monday. Let me know if you need some support with anything at all. I'm here to be of service, or I'll research if I personally don't know. Have a great day. Ciao to our friends on Facebook. Let me know which lesson was the best one for you and how you may apply it, and if there's anything you want to know. Ending the video on Facebook.